My Uber driver pulled over halfway to the airport and said, "I can't take you there. Someone doesn't want you on that flight." I had 90 minutes to catch my flight to Denver for my sister's wedding when my Uber driver, Jack, suddenly veered onto the shoulder of the highway. Cars flew past us doing 70 while he put the car in park and turned around to face me. "I need you to listen very carefully," he said. "Someone paid me $5,000 not to take you to the airport today." My heart stopped. "What are you talking about?" He pulled out his phone and showed me a Venmo transaction. $5,000 from an account called Trust Me on This 67. The message read, "Keep the passenger from reaching SeaTac. Any means necessary." Who sent this? When? 20 minutes ago, right after I picked you up. I grabbed my phone to call 911, but Jack raised his hands. "Wait, please. I'm trying to help you. Whoever sent this knows your exact route, your flight number, and they have enough money to make people do very bad things. So why are you telling me instead of just taking the money?" He looked at me through the rearview mirror. Because the message came with a photo. He turned his phone around again. It was a picture of my apartment building taken this morning. The timestamp showed 6:40 a.m., exactly when I'd walked out with my suitcase. Someone had been watching me. My hands started shaking. "I need to get to that wedding." "Sir, someone with resources is trying to stop you. That flight might not be safe." I pulled up my phone and called my sister. Voicemail. I tried my mom. Voicemail. I tried my dad. Nothing. I tried 4 more family members. Nobody was answering, and they always answered. "That's not normal," I whispered. Jack nodded. "I think someone's blocking your calls. Or worse." I opened my airline app to check my flight details, and my stomach dropped. My seat assignment had changed. I'd booked 12C weeks ago, but now it showed 7A. I didn't change that. "Someone accessed my account," I said, my voice cracking. Jack pulled back onto the highway, but instead of heading toward the airport, he took the next exit. "We're going to the police." "No, drive me to my parents' house. It's 10 minutes from here." "Sir, I really think..." "Please, just trust me." He changed direction, and I spent the entire drive trying to piece together who would want to stop me from attending this wedding. My sister was marrying a guy named David. Nice guy, worked in finance, met him twice, nothing suspicious. We pulled up to my parents' house and something was wrong immediately. My dad's car was in the driveway, but the front door was wide open. My parents never left that door open, ever. I jumped out and ran toward the house. Jack yelled something behind me, but I couldn't stop. I found my parents in the living room, duct taped to chairs. They were alive, but terrified, with red marks around their wrists from struggling. My mom's eyes went wide when she saw me, and she tried to scream through the gag. I ran toward them, and that's when I heard the voice behind me. "You really should have stayed in that Uber." I turned around. David, my future brother-in-law, holding a gun. "David, what is this? Your sister doesn't know this yet, but I'm not who I said I am. My real name is David Kozlov, and your father sent my actual family to prison 15 years ago when he was a federal prosecutor. He destroyed everything we had." I looked at my dad. His eyes were filled with recognition and horror. David continued, "I've spent 3 years building a new identity just to get close to your family. The wedding was supposed to be perfect revenge. Your whole family together in one place, celebrating, while I disappeared with everything your father has. But then you started looking into my background last week. My blood ran cold. I had searched his name online, curious about my new brother-in-law, found some inconsistencies in his story about where he went to college. You were going to expose me before I could finish this, so I needed you gone. That flight to Denver was supposed to crash. I have someone who works for the airline. Paid him $50,000 to sabotage the hydraulics on that specific plane. But your Uber driver had to grow a conscience." Jack appeared in the doorway behind David, holding a tire iron. "And you had to monologue like a movie villain. The iron connected with David's skull, and he dropped like a stone." Jack zip-tied David's hands while I freed my parents and called 911. The police arrived in 6 minutes and took David into custody. The FBI grounded my flight and found the sabotage exactly where David said it would be. 142 people were supposed to be on that plane. Jack saved all of them by believing something was wrong and refusing to just take the money. The wedding was postponed indefinitely. My sister's in therapy. My parents installed a security system that could protect Fort Knox. And Jack? I helped him start a security consulting business. Turns out the best protection money can buy is someone who listens to their gut even when $5,000 is telling them not to.